Hi everybody! Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about me and less about Spain because, come on, obviously you don't want to hear everything about a foreign country that's on the other side of the world and is very interesting.
Because they live new ways, they speak a different language. No.
You all obviously are really just interested in knowing about who I am. Duh. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about how much I love to learn. If there's one thing everybody knows about me, it's that I am a nerd. From very young age of, I don't remember because it was too long ago, as far as I can remember, I have been a huge nerd. I love to go to school. When I was in elementary school, I asked my mom if she would sign me up for a manners class of all things because I thought that sounds fun. Let's go learn how to be proper people at the table and how to use a fork and knife the right way. Like, yeah, party. And then in middle school, I got really into anime and manga and everything about Japan, which, if people didn't know already, it definitely solidified my standing in the school social ladder that way. And I just rolled with it. I was in theater. Like I said, I loved anime. I loved manga. I loved to learn about new places. And very quickly, I realized I also really kind of loved to learn. Don't get me wrong. I do not love to study. There is a huge difference. I am not one of those people that wants to spend all day just like, oh, let me look at my textbooks and read all the time about everything. No, but I love to learn. So if I'm in class and I have a teacher that's just amazing or is teaching me something, I will sit there completely wide-eyed and just completely entranced by everything that they have to say because it's something I've never heard before. Or I will just randomly decide one day, I want to know how to do this. And I will start wikiing it. I will go on YouTube to figure out how to do something. I will do whatever it takes to learn. Sometimes that involves studying, but to be honest, studying in my mind is more reviewing, and that's why I don't like it as much, because reviewing isn't learning, it's reminding yourself what you already learned. It's a little different, but I love the actual learning process. So because of that, when I was in university, I actually studied 3 different career paths, if you will. So first, I studied English creative writing because I also really love to write. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be an author. This is amazing. And then 2 things happened. One, I realized I'm not ever going to make money probably, and I kind of want to have some income. I don't need a lot, but some would be nice. So yeah, maybe not the best career path, at least not at first. I'll always be writing, but maybe I need something else to fall back on while I'm getting everything set up and going through the editing process and so on. And also, my mom actually got cancer, which is a different story and a long one that I will talk about another time. But basically, this inspired me, this entire process of helping my mom through her breast cancer and going to doctor's visits and so on. I realized how much I really loved the field. And I don't mean the medical field. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a doctor, but I knew I would never want to go down that path. It was just too much working in one specific area. And like I said, I love to learn, but I love to learn too many different things to dedicate my life to just one. So I decided, oh my gosh, I really want to learn more about this, about just in general, what's going on in everything here. So I also took on two more subjects with it. I took on biochemistry for one, because I wanted to know more about the human body. I wanted to know more about what it meant to be a doctor. I just wanted to understand more of what everybody was saying. And 2, I took on psychology. And psychology, I actually had already been studying as a minor before because I thought it would help with my writing if I really understood human minds. But I thought, no, it would be better to make it a major because 1, I get to learn more about psychology that way, but 2, if there's one thing that's always changing, no matter how much you learn about them, it's people. And so I was like, well, that's perfect. If I want to try to learn something and something specific, but I'm too scared or too bored to stick with the same thing for the rest of my life, well, then I should try to find something that's always changing. And people are always changing. No matter how much you know about one person, they will surprise you because people are constantly changing. We're constantly evolving as who we are and as a species and in our relations with others. So I was like, perfect, that's what I'm going to study. So I ended up studying English, psychology, and biochemistry, which obviously have nothing to do with one another at all, but I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I was complaining every day, like, oh, I have to go to class, like, why? But if I was being honest with myself, I was actually really excited because I loved to learn. So as long as it wasn't a review day, I was having a good day. Like I was diligently taking notes and researching outside of class just so I could understand more because I love to learn. Which brings us to now that I've graduated and I realized, wait a second, hold the phone. I don't have class anymore. I don't have people teaching me things anymore. I don't have this daily job to learn, which I love. I really loved it. And so within less than a week of graduating from university, I realized I'm not okay with this. Like I need to do something. And so I was like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And instantly I was like, well, that's obvious. I'm going to start teaching myself languages. And the reason that was obvious to me was because I'd kind of already started. So because of the whole loving anime and manga thing, I had been watching a lot of anime and manga. I studied abroad in Japan, where I did study Japanese for a semester. And I just realized, like, I really love this. I love languages. I really love learning about other cultures. And since I'm going to Spain, but I already speak Spanish, I want more. Like, I want to know more. I want to open up opportunities to myself. So this entire summer, I spent learning Japanese. I started practicing my Spanish more. I even bought up there, you can't really see because they're on the bookshelf, but it's all a bunch of textbooks to learn different languages. And I will sit down and I will read a textbook just so that I'm learning a language. And I know that sounds insane to a lot of people, but I just love it. And it's so much fun and it's so exciting to me. And so I realized how much I'm getting really into this idea of being a polyglot or just, you know, a person that speaks a lot of languages. And I've started to studying Japanese, Korean, Spanish, obviously, a little bit of sign language because I took a class in college and really loved it. So I want to get back into that again. And it's just really made my life so much happier just to be learning again. I'm just a nerd. What can I say? I'm on brand, always. So I guess I wanted to make this video to remind people that it's okay to do things that don't make any sense. They don't have to have anything to do with your career. They don't have to help you in any way. I mean, mine, it's a life skill that maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. Who knows? There might never be a day where I have to speak Japanese. There might be a time when I move to Japan and I have to use it every day. I have no idea. But that doesn't matter to me because the reason I'm doing this is just so that I learn it. It's for me. It's not for a job. It's not for other people. It's just for me. So remember that it's okay to do things for you. It's actually really healthy. It's a good thing, and to make sure that you are taking care of your mind as well as your body and your money and everything else. So if you need to take 15 minutes a day and, I don't know, go play racquetball or just sit and stare at a wall because that makes you happy, like it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt other people. And the only thing it's going to do is make your life better. So take the time, learn a new skill if you want, work on old skills, make new friends, whatever it is, but never forget to do what you love, even if it makes you a nerd. Until next time, please write down in the comments below the kinds of things that you love to do that maybe you just haven't been doing and it's about time to start, or things that you have started recently that you realized have really been helping your life and making you happier as a person. Till next time, bye bye.